do you look like that? Why is this idiot strangling himself?
Bruh.
Cause I can.
Well, you got me there, man. Alright, folks, welcome back to another anime fighting simulator video.
I don't think you're weak.
So, in this video, I decided that I was gonna finally bring up your suggestions from our list right here. I think 2 weeks ago, yeah. Give me anime fighting similar suggestions for a video. Because our videos do get watched by some of the developers. Hopefully our suggestions, the one that you guys suggested down here, can be used. We'll somehow give the developers ideas on what to put when it comes to the new revamp coming out. For those of you out there that don't know about the revamp, it's supposed to be something that's going to completely change anime fighting similar. I know there's a new combat system coming out. I know there's probably a revamp for the special system as well. And of course more battle passes and some map changes too. So just stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's what we know for now. However, we can definitely drop suggestions down while there's still probably a month or two before the revamp is complete. Do let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any new suggestions. I'm going to send this video to one of the developers. Hopefully they will scroll through down the comments and actually find something that they might like to add into the game. So let's start into it. You should also do this thing where bosses spawn around the map, and after they are defeated, they spread out boss drops. So I'm pretty sure what Reggie means is he wants to put bosses around the map, not specific to the boss area where you teleport from a portal. They want random bosses around the map in Dimension 1, 2, and 3. And then what happens is you gotta go hunt for it, you gotta kill it, and then boss drops. So it kind of becomes an RPG aspect in the game, right? I think that sounds like a good idea, but my question is, would it disrupt people's training? Let's say they spawn a nine-tailed fox around the trampoline. Is the fox gonna come over here and kill the trampoliners? Yeah, imagine that. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but maybe they'll put a safe zone in the training areas. Even though I don't agree with people killing AFK players, I don't want them to make training areas a safe zone. So what actually ends up happening is you're fighting some idiot, you're picking on some dudes, and they run all the way to the safe zone. And now they're safe. Like a timeout. No, I don't want that. They're gonna need to work that out, but I do like this idea. Random spawns for bosses, random parts of the map, random drops. Next one we have from Juan. I kind of want them to add stand upgrades, but of course it would cost Chikara shards, but upgrades like Requiem's Over Heaven and stuff like that. Also, I would like them to add Deku One for All 100%. Alright, so we're in front of the stands right now. As you can see, there's a bunch of them right here. So I'm pretty sure what he wants is there to be a way to upgrade your stand. Even though that's going to require a little tiny bit of work, I totally agree, dude. I don't think stands are that great when it comes to PvP anyways. So if there's a way to upgrade your stands by hunting for something around the map, killing a boss for an upgrade item, whatever it is, that would literally have a big aspect of JoJo games implemented into anime fighting simulator. Yo, you know what? That means people don't have to play no like AUT no more. They can come in here and play at this. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Alright, and in regards to Deku One for All, guys, like that's like a small minor change. I'm pretty sure when it comes to all the specials, the quirks, the stands, and bloodlines, they're gonna add more of each during the revamp. I mean, it only makes sense to make the game better. Alright, so what we have next, we have add races from 7 deadly sins, like demons, goddess, giants, fairies, and humans. There aren't really much 7... There's something called 100% Deku down here, but I don't really care about that. The top part is what I'm excited about. Alright, now in regards to 7 deadly sins, that would be an awesome special to add in. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a special, even though I feel like maybe they should take it a step further and make you choose a race before you start the game. Maybe you can change a race with quite a bit of Chikara shards, but having that can give you small perks like maybe demons train strength a little higher, and maybe the goddess trains chakra a little better, maybe a 10% or a 15% bonus. See, now that's not a bad idea. They have 2 ways to do it. Good suggestion. If we can buy champion slots with Chikara shards instead of rare bucks. So this one I'm kind of half-half on. Just because of the fact that I'm gonna open up my champion slots. I have 16, but in default you have 4. Generally, you don't really need more than that, right? You need a strength, a durability, a chakra trainer, and then 1 extra one for maybe tournaments. So I don't know if you really need that much, and the game still needs to make money. So I'm kind of half-half on it. If they add it, I don't really care. But I don't know if this is something I'll fight for. But it's definitely not a priority in my point of view. Still, not a bad suggestion, since it does give people more ways to use car shards. Add Bakugo's explosion, quirks, and anime outfits, so people don't have to use
Rabox.
So this one is gonna be pretty tough, especially recently with what's going on. I mean, as many of you guys already noticed, they already changed out these names, right? There's Piccolo, Saraka, Genis, Shanks, and Itachi. So because of a copyright issue, this becomes less and less likely. If the game itself offers anime outfits for everybody, then it steps into copyright issues, where it does end up taking anime concepts from other anime. However, if you choose to dress one yourself, the responsibility falls on each individual player and not the game. And big anime companies is not going to come to you, a single player, and complain about your outfit. So no, I don't think outfits is going to happen at all. It's not a bad suggestion if copyright wasn't an issue, but it is now, so it's not going to work out. But going back, it says add Bakugo's explosion quirk. So it just goes back to the hospital, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more quirks in the future. Alright, next one we have maybe add a new
Together we sit. Together we stand. Not just for our livelihood.
special where you shift into a titan. I know this one falls into the category of more specials, and there's really not much more to say, but I agree. They should have a lot more specials. Since now you can actually bind these keys specifically, then you can just keep adding specials and let the players decide on what they want to do to bind into their numbers. Not a bad suggestion, but we're looking for bigger ones. My suggestion, let's see, newbie system. When someone joins for the first time, they will not be able to be killed by other players. So the noobs are not prone to bullying or hating the game because they are being targeted by high-level ones. Alright, so this suggestion, I think I made this personally as well, about adding a little bubble. Yeah, I think the bubble is the way to go. You see how that noob had a bubble for a second? So I think a bubble for the first 100k power should be a pretty good number, maybe a little bit more. It helps players from being bullied off the bat, gives them a chance to play the game. And I think I'm also in agreement to a certain amount of like stats when it comes to different dimensions too. Like for example, going into dimension 2, whatever the power is supposed to be, maybe 1 million, maybe you keep a bubble until you get to 2 million. Yeah, I'm thinking this will help people move on to different dimensions too and not immediately get bullied. Alright folks, next one I'm a huge fan of. So Gaming Boy right here actually did a huge list, but this is the one that I really wanted to emphasize. Add new special items. Special items, not just powers that enhance specials, like Deku's Air Force gloves. So what I like about this suggestion is it brings up topics for new items. So as we know, so far swords are collectible, I guess, right? In a way, and it does help you train your sword power. But what I want in the game is perhaps a series of anime items, maybe like a headband that gives you training power, like more bloodline damage, or maybe like a pair of gloves like it was suggested, which could help enhance your quirk damage, maybe another 50% extra damage, something like that. Just a bunch of items you can collect. That would make the game so much more fun. Yeah, like rare items too, something that is a little rare.
Are you okay? Hey, let's have a match. Go on. Game on. How did you guys win?
It's
all about the teamwork. Hey, let me show you guys. Sure.
Welcome to
Maybe a headband isn't very rare, but like a score like that, pretty much, that can give you extra damage. Add items into the game. Alright, so I can't read this name right here, but it is a suggestion that seems to have a lot of likes. Two things from here I'm like really stoked about. Summoning jutsu, like summoning a mount. I mean, if they let you use big summons like these, I don't see why they can't give you mounts too. Might as well, right? Because mount summonings are pretty close to transformation that's already exists in the game.
Going back to it, it also says guilds, clans, and guild clan wars. So many of you guys already know there are existing anime fighting simulator clans. Some cool ones, some bad ones, some toxic ones, some trashy ones, whatever, I don't care. My point is they can actually add another icon and add a system into the game. Since they do have a group system, we're just talking about a more permanent system where maybe you can put 10, 20, 30 slots of players where you can actually join a server, not need to group with someone, and already not accidentally having a friendly fire kill them. And of course, you can do clans with that too. I don't really know if there's going to be a full system they want to add a clan for. Maybe they could do that. It would sound pretty fun. But until they do, then it comes down to me making tournaments. Alright folks, another one. Just a small request, please. Make it so that we can turn animations off and on in the settings. Yeah, there's gonna be mobile players out there who really want the setting. I totally agree. It's not even much. Just make it where you can move the animations entirely. At least other people's animations. And then that's what we have right here. Well, more like two, really. War mechanic. The moment when you're training shrines, fight over special points on the map with your team, and win team Chikara and Yen by doing war missions. Some of these ideas are kind of inspired off of Shinobi Life. They have similar things. But I do remember making personal suggestions like these before Shinobi Life 2 came out publicly as well. So I think what he is trying to say here is maybe a tournament system in the actual tournaments where you're fighting for a point. Or maybe even like a mini game in the regular maps where you can create a group, sign up for a game mode that's kind of like territories. Like maybe a system that, like a circle on top of the gym, for example.